Before we get in the video, please like, make sure to subscribe, turn on your notifications, go ahead and leave a comment below, and click on the How You Can Help, which brings up the Family Friendly Game website and gives you lots of ideas how you can help us. Thank you.
I'll just let that clink for the camera for a moment. Woo! About made a mess. That would have been good. Okay. Oh. Are we ready, misters?
We are ready. I'm just putting a little message out there.
Okay. Okay. He says we're ready. Took me a while to figure this out, how to do this. This is your parachute cording, and I have it weaved. This is my water bottle, just an easier way to carry. You know, hang it on something, attach it to your bike or wherever. It's just a hook with a D-ring on it. I have to work on my knot though. But, okay, I'm going to set this off to the side. I used, I think it was 6 feet of each of the cording. So I'm going to cut that.
Three. 4, 5.
And our cameraman can count.
5 feet of cord.
Of one. We'll use the first one to cut the other one. I'm just using 2 colors. You could use the same. You could use 2 strands of the same color. I just didn't. Okay, now see, this is part of the fun part that I had trouble with. But instead of doing a knot, we are going to be burning the
Fire!
No, our cameraman doesn't realize he's being awfully loud and overshooting me. I wonder if he realizes that. So I'm sitting here letting this mend together here.
Bonding.
Yes, misters. We're letting it bond. Is this like a James Bond? Okay. Now, to keep our ends from raveling, we're going to burn them also. So they're not fuzzing and going everywhere. It's just a little wax. It'll come off. Chill. Unlike the cherries that someone dropped on here last night. Yeah. Our cameraman's pretending he doesn't know what I'm talking about when he knows that he is the one who was guilty of getting stuff all over the place. Okay, so here is our swivel hook that I'm using. It's just a little hook here. They should be cooled off now. Okay, so we're going to put a loop through our swivel hook where we melded our 2 pieces together. You don't want that to be up on the top part of the knot. So you're going to run this through here. And just do you're going to take the 2 strands through the loop. that has the molded together pest thing. You'll have a little bit of white only at the top, or but that's fine. We see that well? Okay. Now, to keep this in place, storage tape. The easiest way to keep it from wiggling. Different people showed different ways of doing this, but this is the way I did it. Okay, so then you're going to decide how long you want your piece to be, and you're going to take, here's our D-ring for to hook to the other side here. Pull it through here. And again, we're going to get this set down to where we want it. Tail on one side, white on the other. Where we want it to be. And we're going to, once again, we're going to tape this D-ring down. That way it won't go anywhere. I just made that longer though. I have to get a different piece of tape. It's all on here. Okay, so now we have our two free end pieces. And then back up here. I taped that down wrong. I'm going to be going backwards. I guess this should show y'all what kind of morning I've been having. Back where we need it to be, tape down. Okay, so now we have both pieces through here, and you're basically going to be thinking about like you braid. So your left loose one is going to go over the tail one, but under the white one, and you're going to pull it tight. And then you're going to take it back over the tail one, back over the white one, and until you get this going, you're going to have to really hold these tight, otherwise it's not going to stay tight. So then you're going to take your white one, you're going to do the over the white one, under the tail, and then we'll do the white over the tail, under the white. And you're going to have like your braid kind of pattern. You see this okay? Okay. So, and you're going, let's get the tail one over the white, over the tail, under the white. You're going to have, said you'll have to make sure you hold all this tight until you have more of them in. Once you have more in, it'll help hold it tight. for itself. And you're just going to do it, like I said, over, under. White over the teal, which is the left one, and under the white. Pull it through. My tape just came up again. Okay. This is where my frustration was coming in earlier, because it kept coming undone. So I was having trouble keeping it where I wanted it. And you don't need it to be too tight, or then your crisscross pattern is not going to look as pretty. And I found until you got quite a bit going, it didn't always look as crisscrossed as what it finally did. I keep getting my cording paper caught up in my... And as like I said, once you start getting some more on it and it's able to help hold itself in place, it's much easier to do this. And of course, you'll have to make sure you'd have plenty of workspace, since I'm sure y'all can hear it hitting stuff on the back side over here. Kind of reminds me of braiding, but you're not actually braiding. Something wrong there? He's checking. He's checking, I guess, comment area to make sure there's no questions or anything popping up. Since obviously I can't do that and make sure I keep all this held tightly.
I'm zoomed in on
My hands. And if y'all have questions, y'all can always leave comments and we'll work on getting you an answer. My tape was coming loose. Now that I have it going in a groove, I really didn't want that to happen. Because that would not be fun for it to decide that it needed to come off. And of course I used a lighter and a darker both times, just because that gives it a pretty contrast. and it's just what I chose. I would think using two of the same color while you're doing it this way may make it harder for you to remember which strand you need to be pulling where and when. Of course, this cording can be got at craft stores, at Walmart, relatively inexpensive, so you could, if you wanted it to match your water bottle or your bike or whatever, wherever you're going to be hanging it from. I got my swivel hooks back in the craft, like with your sewing notions. And you can get thicker paracord in like the hardware section, but I didn't really want thick cording. I wanted the smaller cording versus the thicker. Heard a funny noise, or the landscapers across from us are cutting grass today. Since we had so much rain earlier in the week. So thought we were going to need a boat one day. And as you can tell, we're coming up on that spot where we melted the two ends of our cording together. And so you can tell that it'll be hidden. Ah! Do not want that to happen. Maybe I should have been using duct tape to hold it in place. I don't know. It keeps coming loose. Trying to be careful that I don't pull this as much since it keeps coming in. The tape keeps coming undone. Almost got it down to the end here. Once we get this last tail one in here, keeps popping back out of that hole though. Okay, now I'll untake this end so I can see the back side where my strands, these two pieces are. we're going to knot them. Cut off part of this excess. You don't want to get it too close to your knot. And then we will reburn these ends. There it is. I think it's ready to go. Just need to make sure you don't catch the actual cord bracelet part on fire. That would not be good. Okay, so once our ends are done, we'll tape this again from here. We have layers of tape. Okay, that was still hot. I should have been paying more attention to where I was touching. And here you have, okay. We'll just not hook it together at the moment since I keep trying to burn my hands on these little pieces. But as you can tell, your hook, you just use your swivel hook and you would connect it into the D-ring and you have your loop. We're going to thank everyone for watching. We hope you have a great rest of your week.